I am on a caffeine high tonight, just like, wow. And I thought, what a great night to set some very ambitious promises. What I want to do today is list all of the series that I plan to start, not finish, the ones I plan to start in 2021, just to give you people out there in the void some indication of the direction this channel is headed in. What do I want to read? What do I feel like reading? Well, let's get down to the brass tacks. Look, before I get into all of the series I want to get started on next year, let's wrap up some loose ends, mainly the Stormlight Archive and Dune. So, as a priority, plan to complete the Dune series very soon. Actually, I plan on reading Children of Dune next, this bad boy right here, and then I have all the rest of the series back here. I have been deprived of Dune, and I really need to finish the series. So that's first on the list. Also, of course, Stormlight Archive. I have taken a hiatus somewhat on Oathbringer. I do plan on finishing it, but for myself, for this time of year, there's a lot of stuff going on, very busy. I had to take a break and just read some other stuff. For the hell of it, I read Something Wicked This Way Comes. I've been reading some Jack London, and Oathbringer was getting a bit stagnant, so I'm going to finish Oathbringer by early January. Honestly, with winter break, I'll probably finish it over winter break. So I'll probably take a bit of a break from the series and then read Ridima War. So those are the loose ends. First off, That's right. I have been so freaking excited to start Malazan. I feel like it's just the series that most intrigues me. People talk about how complex it is, how huge and vast it is, how interesting the writing is. And then they have Andy's channel where he talks about Malazan, and he has such great videos about Malazan and postmodernism and all of that. And I'm just like, yes, I need more of that. Oh my God, I love that shit. I will definitely be reading Gardens of the Moon very soon. I'm really excited to dive into that. Next up, this is a book I just got off Thrift Books, The Dragonbone Chair, which is part of Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn. Heard really good things about Tad Williams. Heard that has quite a way with words. And the covers here are gorgeous. I think that's Michael Whelan cover. Yep, Michael Whelan cover of this book. Just gorgeous, enticing. I am so eager. I have no idea what it's about, but that's even better. Next, we have Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Oh, that's a note that I wrote to my wife. That's sweet. Anyways, Farseer Trilogy, Book 1, Robin Hobb. I just hear wonderful things about Robin Hobb all around. Also has a way with words, and just like Malazan, Andy talks about how amazing Robin Hobb is, so I need to get on with the program and just read this series. Also, a series I have been really wanting to dive into. Look, I'm a bit of a slow reader. I like to take my time. I like to jump around now and then, but I definitely want to at least start all of these series, and that includes The Dark Tower. I heard that the first book is probably the weakest part of the series, or one of the weaker parts of the series. I think it was originally short stories, something like that. Daniel Green's channel really got me interested. I am very intrigued and excited to see what happens in this series. Also, a series I've been meaning to read for a long time, Dresden Files. Again, another Daniel Green channel find. I read the first chapter of this, I think, on Amazon or something. Apparently, Jim Butcher wrote the first chapter for the Dresden Files in a class. He was trying to write the most commercial thing he could think of to prove that it wasn't good to his teacher, he couldn't write that kind of thing. And then he wrote it, and it was the first chapter, more or less, for Stormfront. And the teacher was like, you have something here. And he went with it. I don't know if that's true. I think I heard that somewhere or watched Jim Butcher say that somewhere. I could be totally off. But if that is the case, that's fucking hilarious. And finally, a tiny confession. I haven't read Lord of the Rings. That is a glaring oversight in my life, and I am sad about it every day. And I feel like if I were to get hit by a car tomorrow and die. And I'm wherever I am after I die, with angels or wherever. They could very easily start making fun of me for not having read A Lord of the Rings. And I don't want to live with that. I don't want to die with that. So it's a fairly high priority that I need to read Lord of the Rings. I read The Hobbit a long time ago, and I read the first half of Fellowship. I think like most people, I stopped because I went, oh, this is very different from The Hobbit, and quite slow. And I think a lot of people will admit that, yeah, the first half of Fellowship is quite slow, but I feel like I am more mature. I'm an adult now. I can and will read Lord of the Rings. I've seen the movies. Well, holy mackerel. Seems like we have a lot of books to read next year, don't it? I have a feeling that 2021 is going to be a great year for reading for all of us. I hope we have a great... You know what? Wait a second. Grant. I'm reading Grant. Look, I know it's not a fucking series. I'm reading this book because, you know what? You people can't tell me what to do. I'm not bound by any rules. You say jump, I say don't tell me what to do. Anyways, this is a book. We are almost in 2021. Sounds a bit surreal to say. We're in the future, man. I remember back in my time. You know what? I'm not gonna get into it. Let me know what your reading plans are in 2021. What are you gonna read? Like and subscribe if you're. Oh my! That was like just doing that with my head made me black out for a second. I need to slow down on the caffeine, and yet finals are still going on. What a conflict. Thanks for watching.